Hello, everybody, and welcome back to MTV, copyright pending. I'm sure there's no company called MTV. We are, of course, referring to Marauders TV. So this is the second in our interview series. So I'm playing full host as we put Tom under the spotlight. So we'll just, I guess, crack straight on with these questions, Tom, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, so I just slammed my desk lamp into the wall. So
Don't do that.
And I've looked straight at it as well, so that's a good start.
So you're half blind. Excellent. Yeah. So same questions format that we're going to run across this. So start us off. Who's Tom?
Tom's me. Yeah, been playing Warhammer for 18 years, give or take. A couple of years on and off, like everybody has. Started off GW, walking past, people at school actually, some people just playing around with toy soldiers and me not really having much of a clue as to what it is. So I've got my interest, picked up a couple of starter sets, did a little bit of painting, that was short-lived. But then discovered the game behind it, and that's brought us into playing games at local games workshops, meeting you, Darren, Nige, a few other people, leading us on to wearing these orange shirts for 18 years.
2003.
Yeah. Tom, obviously, been playing competitively for a while, quite a lot of those 18 years, through various editions of World That Was, and obviously now we're
not sure you've ever not played competitive even when you weren't playing high end.
No, and I mean, I'm more sort of like attending events. Like, even if I wasn't at an event, I'll be playing competitive. That's just probably leads us on to another. But yeah, it's that's me.
So we've sort of covered off when and how you started it, so that's fine. But the next question's sort of quite a broad one, and it's been done on purpose. But what kind of gamer are you?
I'm competitive. I will attend events with the aim to win. I design lists in that way. I'm not scared of pushing the envelope a little bit when it comes to list writing and taking things that are a little bit cutting edge. One thing that I've always said is if I'm going to take an army that is filth, for lack of a better word, that I'll always make sure it's painted reasonable, because I don't like to see people bringing out the really silly army lists and having not much effort into painting them as well. So I'll always sort of go out there with an aim to at least, if I'm using an army like that, or even if I'm not, having things that are at least fully painted and based. But I am competitive, not going to lie about it. I can't turn it off as much as I've tried. If I play games down the club, I'm either playing practice games for events, or I'm specifically taking an army that isn't cutting edge, because that's the only way that I can de-level myself, is in list writing. I can't turn it off on the table. Yeah. I'll always be playing to that same level, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's fair enough, to be honest, because I mean, I have club armies. I mean, I had a Flesh Eater Courts army as a club army before Flesh Eater Courts, the last book came out. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is all right. But sometimes you just need to, don't dial you down, because I don't think that's fair to your opponent anyway. But
no, like
a list that's dialed down and it levels it out a bit, as you say.
Definitely. So. And it's something that I've recognised from years and years ago, that it's just the way I like to play the game. I like the fact that there's a winner and a loser, and I like to be the person that wins. I wouldn't consider myself a sore loser or anything like that. I still play the game fair, still enjoy playing the game. It's not a, what's the acronym? WAC, win at all costs. Like, I wouldn't.
Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't consider myself one of those. And I'd like to think that people that played me have the same opinion. I'll definitely take a strong list. I'll play it to win the game, but I try and be a good opponent at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever walked away from. I mean, we've played on podiums and places and bits and bats over the years, but I don't think I've ever come out of the game thinking, "Oh, he's not quite right on his movement, he's not quite right on this, his rules right. You know, you're always to the letter, and you play fair, but you play a win, and that's that's good.
And there's I think, you know, it's kind of just a bit of a self-realization thing. I think there are a lot of people on the scene that are like that, but don't think they are.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's sort of tangenting slightly from your interview, but I remember playing a game, and I had a filth army, to coin the phrase, playing against someone with a filth army, and I beat them, but my army was the bad one because I won.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've made 4 people cry before we met at this table.
Yeah. No, this is it, and I think
you've got to own it.
There's a results-oriented thinking with stuff like that, isn't it? If you lose, it's because their army was bent and yours wasn't. It's often not the case. If you've gone out there to win, you'll have taken the best list you think you can. Just because you've lost the game, that doesn't mean that it's the opponent's fault for taking a strong list, because you've both done the same thing. You both approached it. You've come at a junction with the same mentality, and one person's come away and the other one hasn't, and that's.
No, 100%. So I guess just to round off the sort of the interview format, so what are you looking forward to in AOS 3?
Playing games again. Mainly. So I've been a bit of a gaming lull with lockdown and things like that. I think, as of many people, a lot of people have gone on to play through various means of online simulation, things like that. I'm just not about it. I played a few times. I think it serves a purpose, but it's just not me. So, you know, the biggest thing for me is seeing a lot of people who are a little bit disillusioned with AOS that are now all in again. And I think with the new edition, it should keep people. I think it's you know, it's enough of a change to the game to keep it fresh. And yeah, I think it's just going to be having more people to play again and people enjoying the game. You know, I don't want to talk specifically about any rules or anything like that. Obviously, I'm looking at it from a bit of a unique perspective, so just being a little bit careful there. But I think just overall, more people, you know, the buzz is there. Club chat's going wild about various reveals, rumors,
every day,
things like that. So, you know, it's just a good place to be in hobby-wise. I think it's just getting people out there on the table playing games again.
Yeah,
I've always said it at this point. I'd play Tiddlywinks if I could go and play a game. You know, but I'd rather play OS, and that's what we're going to be doing soon.
So you play Tiddlywinks, but you won't come and play Marvel with me. I get out of this game, man.
Play what?
So I guess that is Tom Mawdsley in terms of our interview. So we'll keep this quite short and sweet. The plan is, of course, that we're going to interview as many as the Marauders as we can over the next few weeks. So we can get these out, so you can sort of understand who the content's coming from. So we'll try and get through and get these out. So they won't be long videos, but hopefully you get a feel and a flavour for the kind of club that we are. So thanks, Tom. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit bells, do whatever you do on YouTube to support us. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you in a bit.